What's up, YouTube? I'm Cody. I'm a third-year medical student. Welcome back to my channel. It's 2020, so I thought I'd launch a new series called Meal Prep Sundays, so I hope you guys enjoy. So I started this thing called Meal Prep Sundays because I've been cooking since I was like yay high, and I developed a passion for it. So I thought I would do a new series and show you all what I'm cooking, all the while answering some medical school questions that you all have been asking. So the main reason why I decided to meal prep on Sundays is three things: time, money, and energy. As a medical student, you don't get that much time, free time on your hands, so you have to utilize your time wisely. So if you decide to cook for the whole week on Sundays, when you come home, you don't have to worry about that. You can just pop your stuff in the microwave and eat and study while you're doing so. The second reason why I meal prep is to save money. Believe it or not, cooking is probably the most least expensive thing that you can do when it comes to buying food. And at the end of this video, make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly how much I spend per week on the meals that I'm prepping. The third reason why I meal prep is energy. Most of the meals that I prepare are going to be going into the oven, so that saves you a lot of energy over the stove. So while the dish is baking maybe an hour or so, you have that time to study, clean, or just watch a Netflix show. So the dish that I'm preparing this week is, drum roll, Parmesan crusted chicken. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Okay, so to start this dish off, you want to begin with the marinade, okay? So I previously prepared the marinade and refrigerated it for an hour. So for this marinade, you want to include a half a cup of olive oil, a half a cup of ranch, 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. You're going to then proceed to mix your marinade and add your chicken. For me, I like using chicken thighs because it adds a nice texture to the dish, and I also like to trim some of the excess fat off. Okay, so now that I've marinated the chicken for 1 hour, I preset the oven for 400 degrees, line my baking sheet with some aluminum foil. I'm going to go ahead and put this chicken on. Alright, so last one. Alright, so each piece of chicken is approximately 4 ounces, so that's 1 serving per person. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these in the oven for about 35 minutes. Okay, so now it's time to answer one of you guys' questions. Let's see what you have for me. So this question comes from one of my YouTube subscribers. He says, how hard is it to get into residencies, especially psychiatry, as an IMG student? So when it comes to getting into residencies, the main thing you want to focus on is just really learning your material for your first 2 years of basic sciences, getting a good foundation, and then equating that to doing well on your step 1, which is a board exam that we take at the end of 2 years, covering the prior 2 years of material. You want to make sure you do really well on that. And then once you enter into your clinical clerkships, you want to excel in that. So you have shelf exams that you take at the end of each rotation. You want to make sure that you do well on those. You want to make sure that you go in there, put the work in, treat patients with respect, treat nurses with respect, treat your attendings and residents with respect. And so that way you'll be able to get a good evaluation. And then study hard for the step 2. So at the end of our 3rd year, we have a step 2 CS, which is a clinical skills test, as well as step 2 CK, which is another board exam that we have to take. So if you do well on all of those things, getting into residency shouldn't be a problem for you. Especially for you, psychiatry, Do well on step 1, step 2, and get some good letters of recommendations, and you'll be fine. Especially for the top 3 IMG schools, so SGU, Ross, AUC, you guys will be good to go. So I hope that answered your question. And now it's time for the second part of our dish. Okay, so for the next part of the dish, we're gonna make something called cauliflower mashed potatoes. And to help me do this is a very special guest. Introducing my wife, Trell. She's gonna help us cook this cauliflower mashed potatoes. Don't worry, she's a little bit camera shy, but it's okay. All right, so what goes into this? What do we have?
We need some cauliflower, sour cream, salt, pepper, butter, minced garlic, and then you're also gonna need bacon bits, but that's not until the end, and cheese, shredded cheese.
Yeah, so we have a food processor, which we use to process our cauliflower. If you don't have a food processor at home, you can just do this by hand. Obviously, it's gonna take longer. So we're going to begin grating this cauliflower up, and we're gonna see you guys after this quick commercial break.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Are you tired of sifting through tons of boring clothes to put together a boring outfit? Then you need to shop at ucanmd.com, where there are a bunch of fun options to choose from. Aren't you glad you chose UCAN-MD?
Thanks, UCAN-MD. Okay, so welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that commercial break. So far, what have we done?
All we've done now is just chop the cauliflower up, place it in your big bowl, and now we're gonna just run some water on it, just enough water to wet all the cauliflower, and then place it in the microwave for 8 minutes.
Okay, cool. So while she's doing that, I'm gonna answer one more question. So another one of my subscribers asked, where do you live while you're doing your clinical rotations? So I'm assuming this is another IMG student. So for me, I chose to live within a decent proximity to whichever hospitals I was rotating in. So when you come back stateside and do your clinical clerkships, you'll be able to, find housing, whether it be on your own. Oftentimes there are clinical coordinators who help students with finding housing, whether it be a sublease or renting from someone, or just getting a lease on your own. For me, I chose to get one on my own and kind of split the distance between 2 different hospitals that I'll be rotating in. So it made it pretty easy for me. Okay, so I'm going to do one more bonus question. Another one of my subscribers asked, do you feel a stigma as an IMG student? I really don't feel a stigma. I pretty much just go in and do what I need to do, knowing that I put a lot of work in, and just knowing that makes me feel like I'm a few steps ahead of the game. As far as when you're rotating in hospitals and attendings and residents and patients, there's no stigma for me, at least, and a lot of my colleagues. We feel at home most of our rotations. We don't get treated any differently than other medical students that we rotate with who may have gone to a U.S. school. So for me personally, and a lot of my colleagues, no, there's no stigma. You just have to, get in and do your job, put your head down, grind, and do what you came there to do. So thanks for asking that question. So now I'm going to move on and show you guys how to finish preparing that Parmesan crusted chicken. All right, so I baked my chicken thighs for 35 minutes at 400 degrees. They're pretty much done now. Now I'm going to make the crust, or the top layer of the Parmesan crusted chicken. And to do that, you're going to need 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, another 3/4 cup of cheese of your choice. I'm using Kobe and Monterey Jack cheese. You're gonna need 6 tablespoons of ranch, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 5 tablespoons of melted butter, and a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. All right, so now I'm going to combine the ingredients to make the kind of creamy portion of this top layer of the Parmesan crusted chicken. So I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of ranch. I'm a good eyeball. I've been doing this a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm gonna add my Parmesan cheese, grated. That's good. Marinade, Kobe, just a little bit of this. Alright. About 3/4 cup. Okay, and 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, shredded. And there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this up, top my chicken. And actually, it's a good idea to microwave this concoction prior to you putting it on the chicken so you get a nice creamy consistency with that melted cheese. Okay, so in this bowl I have some melted butter. I'm gonna add my breadcrumbs, okay, and I'm gonna add some of this finely shredded Parmesan cheese. So the reason you wanna add the melted butter is because I'm putting this in the broiler, and so if you were to do this without the butter, it's gonna burn immediately almost. So this will prevent that burning of the top layer. So I'm just gonna mix this up together so I get a nice consistency. Make it look this. Alright. That looks good right there. I'm just gonna put it on top, okay? Perfect. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm just gonna put this in the broiler for about 3 to 5 minutes, checking on it periodically.
Okay, so just got out the microwave and now it's just time to mix up all your ingredients. Your salt, pepper, sour cream, minced garlic, butter, and your cheese. I'm not a measurer, you just really have to eye it.
I'll let you guys know how much to go in.
Okay, so now that all the ingredients are in the bowl, I'm just gonna stir it all together. And for this, you have 2 options. If your bowl is big enough, you can stir it with this big spoon, or you can put it back in your food processor. Your choice. I just stir it myself. So now I mix it all together. I'm just gonna flatten it out. Top it with some cheese. And then it goes back in the microwave for 3 minutes.
All right, so the last thing that I have to do is steam my broccoli. So I like to cut my broccoli up into florets, rinse it out, and steam them. That should take about 5 to 10 minutes, not long at all. And so after that, I'm gonna show you guys what our finished product looks like, so stay tuned. So there you have it, folks, our finished product. Parmesan crusted chicken with a side of cauliflower mashed potatoes and steamed broccoli. All right, so now it's time to crunch some numbers. So the actual calorie count on this meal is only 450 calories. And that's pretty good considering a 2,000 kilocalorie diet. That's pretty good. And drum roll, please. How much did it cost to make 4 dinners for 2 people? $19.11. Most of you guys spend $19.11 per day on breakfast, lunch, Maybe not even breakfast and lunch, maybe just lunch and dinner in general. We got 8 dinners in total for $19.11. You can't beat that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's something new that I'm trying. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down in the comments section. We'll see you guys next week.